Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yes, once again I welcome you to online Arabic class. In our last class we were dealing with the topic Al-Kalimatu wa Aqsamuha. Today we will continue it. What is Al-Kalimatu? Al-Kalimatu means word. Wa Aqsamuha and its kinds. The word and its kinds. Al-Kalimatu wa Aqsamuha. How many types of kalima are there in Arabic? There are three types of kalima in Arabic. Namely, al-ismu, al-fa'lu, al-harfu. Noun, verb and particle. These are the three kinds of kalima which we had studied in our last class. Today we will continue it. Al-ismu. What is al-ismu? It is every word by which we can name an object. We can name a person, or we can name a thing, or we can name an inanimate object. That is known as al-kalimatu. Al-ismu. Whereas what is al-fa'lu? Al-fa'lu means verb. In Arabic, it is every word that signifies the occurrence of an action at a particular time. Whether it may be a past, present or future or imperative, no matter, it denotes an action. The same definition is here. Al-fa'lu is every word that signifies occurrence of an action. The action is taking place or will take place or took place. Whatever the action took place or taking place or will take place, these all comes under the category verb, means al-fa'lu. What is al-harfu? Al-harfu means it is every word whose meaning is not clear without accompanying with other words. Al-harfu is a word whose meaning is not clear until it combines with other words. Then it will give its correct meaning. Okay, that is known as al-harfu. Now ism can be categorized into two: al-marifatu and al-nakiratu. Al-marifatu, definite noun, and al-nakiratu, indefinite noun. We had solved one exercise how to convert definite noun into indefinite noun and indefinite noun into definite noun. This we will study in our today's class as well. Okay, this will come in your weekend exam, so remember that your weekend syllabus is al-kalimatu wa aqsamuha. The first question will be convert definite noun into indefinite noun and indefinite noun into definite noun. This question will be there. How to convert what is the process, we will solve it on the board. And second question will be of meanings. Write the meanings in English. We will give you the Arabic word, for example qalam, qalamun, so you have to write a pen. If it is given al-qalamu, then you have to write da pen. This section will be there. So this is your weekend portion. You will have two questions. Question number 1, conversion from nakira to marefa, marefa to nakira, indefinite to definite, definite into indefinite. Then second question, write the meanings. These two questions I will give you in your next weekend exam, that is on Sunday. So be well prepared for it. Now try to understand the significance of converting nakira noun into marefa noun. How to convert it? We will solve it on the board. Then the meanings. These two sections I am going to give you in your next weekend exam. So please well prepare for it and come and write the exam. Okay. Now we will start our class with the phrase Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and we are dealing with the topic al-kalimatu wa aqsamuha. al-kalimatu wa aqsamuha, the word and its kinds. So in our last class we had taken the types of al-kalimatu. Okay, the types of al-kalimatu can be categorized into three: word and its kinds. Word and its kinds. Okay, so here al-kalimatu. Al-kalimatu is of three types: al-ismu, al-fi'lu and al-harfu. Okay, noun, verb, particle. Noun, verb and particle. These are the three kinds of kalima in Arabic. In the whole Quran, you will not find an extra word other than these three words. In the whole Quran. In the whole Quran, every word will be belongs to al-ismu, or it may belongs to al-fi'lu, or it may belongs to al-harfu. There is no other word beside these words in the whole Quran. Okay, now what is al-ismu? The definition of al-ismu is, it is every word by which we can name a person, place, animal or thing, or any inanimate object or anything else is named. That is al-ismu. Okay. Whereas al-fi'lu, what is al-fi'lu? Al-ismu is a noun. Noun is a name of a person, place, animal or thing. You have studied in the English as well. So it is also the same in Arabic, but it is not connected to any tense. It is not connected to a time. It is not connected to a place. Okay. It is not connected to the tense, time of the action. It is not related to the action. Ism is free of action. Ism is free of time and tense. This we have to notice. Al-ismu, it is every word by which we can name a person, place, animal or thing or plant or any immovable object, movable object or anything else is named, is known as al-ismu. Like we have the example of waladun. Waladun means a boy. That is the example of person. Masjidun, example of place. Okay. Qalamun, example of thing. Hajrun, example of immovable object. Okay. Darrajatun, example of movable object. Okay. Sayyaratun, example of movable object. These all comes under the category al-ismu. Hutun, example of water animals, fish. Okay. Al-ismu, noun. Al-fi'lu signifies an action, occurrence of an action at a particular time. It is related to past, present, future or imperative. It is related to any of the four tenses. Like fa'ala, he did. Yaf'alu, he is doing. Or sayaf'alu, or he will do. This is known as al-fi'lu. What is al-harfu? Al-harfu means it is every word whose meaning is not clear without accompanying with other words like noun or verb. When it joins with noun or verb, it gives its complete meaning. Till that time its meaning is not clear. That is known as al-harfu. Al-harfu like ala, on, ila, to, fi, min, mada, what, lima, why, kaifa, how. These all are al-harfu, comes under the category al-harfu. Got it? Now we will divide al-ismu into two categories. Okay. In how many categories? In two categories. Al-ismu is divided into two categories. Number one, an-nakiratu. and number 2 is al-marifatu. An-nakiratu means indefinite noun. Indefinite noun. And al-marifatu means definite noun. Now we will take the definitions. An-nakiratu huwa yadullu ala shay'in ghayru muayyanin. It denotes any object. It denotes any object. It denotes a particular object. Huwa yadullu ala shay'in muayyanin. It denotes a particular object. Whereas an-nakiratu denotes imparticular object or which is not particular. Got it? An-nakiratu, indefinite noun. What is the definition of indefinite noun? Indefinite noun denotes any person, place or thing, and it ends with nunation. It does not have alif lam in the beginning. It does not have alif lam in the beginning. It does not contain al in the beginning, whereas it ends with nunation. Okay. It does not has alif lam in the beginning, and it ends with nunation. That is known as an-nakiratu. For example, qalamun, a pen. We translate an-nakiratu as a. We use the article a for defining indefinite noun. Okay, now come to the definite noun. Definite noun it denotes a particular person, place or thing. It has al in the beginning. Okay, it has al in the beginning. For example, the indefinite noun can be changed to definite noun by prefixing al to the indefinite noun. For example, al-qalamu. Al is prefixed to qalam. It becomes al-qalamu. The meaning comes to the pen. Got it? The meaning will be the pen. Take down the screenshot. Later you may copy it down in your notebook. Then we will proceed towards the exercise, which will be asked in the exam compulsorily. Okay? The exercise which we are going to solve today will be asked in your final exam for 8 marks. So it is a very important exercise. Don't miss it. Try to pay your whole concentration towards the lesson. Okay. Shall I rub the board? Or you may need a bit more time to take the screenshot. Take it. I shall be back in a few moments. I am going to rub the board. Take down the screenshot. Okay. Now we are proceeding towards the exercise, which I will give you in your weekend exam. Shall I rub the board? Okay. The things which we are explaining on the board are very important. You try to understand it betterly. Okay. Now we are solving one exercise which I will give you in your weekend exam. What is the exercise? Exercise is convert definite noun definite noun al-marifa, al-marifatu into indefinite an-nakira, and indefinite into definite. Carries 8 marks in your final exam, but this exercise in your final exam, this comes in 8 marks. It carries 8 marks in your final exam. So you can understand that how important this exercise is. Okay. Now we will take the words A, qalam. Okay. What he is giving? Now he has given the word qalam. So we have to convert this qalam into the definite or indefinite noun. So first we want to convert, if we want to convert this noun into, for example, what the question is, convert definite noun into indefinite noun and indefinite into definite noun. So now we have to analyze that whether the word contains al in the beginning or not. How to identify indefinite noun? Indefinite noun does not contain al in the beginning, whereas definite noun has al in the beginning. This is indefinite. Indefinite, and this is definite. Okay. When al is there in the beginning, that will become definite, and if al is not there in the beginning, that denotes indefinite. So we can solve this exercise in 2 steps. Step number 1, we have to recognize, we have to identify that the given word is definite or indefinite. How we will identify? We take the help of the signs. If the sign al is not there in the beginning, then the word is indefinite. So we have to convert this indefinite into definite. And in other words, if the word contains al in the beginning, then we have to drop al from there and rewrite the word. Okay. Here, how we will convert? Qalamun is given. What noun it is? It is a indefinite noun. It is a indefinite noun. So what he is asking us? He is asking us to convert indefinite noun into definite. So we are converting. How to convert? We have to prefix al qalamu. Al qalamu. Answer is over. Take down the qalam into your answer sheet, then write al qalam beside it. Answer is over. You will get 1 mark for it. It is very easy. Qalam will be given, you have to make it al qalam. If it is given al baytu, if al baytu is given, so this can be converted into 2 steps. First step is to recognize the word, whether it is a definite or indefinite. Which word it is? It contains al in the beginning, so it is a definite noun. What we have to do? We have to convert the definite noun into indefinite. How to convert it? We have to drop alif lam from the beginning, then rewrite the same word. Baytun. What will be the meaning? Al qalamu means the pen, and baytun means a house. Okay. When the word contains al, then you have to translate da. If the word does not contain al, then you have to translate the word with the article a house. Got it? Next, C. Al-Muhandis. Al-Muhandis. Now you have to convert this into which noun? Indefinite noun. Okay? Convert it. I shall leave it for you. You have to convert that. Now D is mudirun. Convert the noun into another noun. What is the meaning of al-muhandisu? It means the engineer. Then what is the meaning of mudirun? Mudirun means a principal. E. Next word is al-mudarris. Al is there. Al is the indication of what? Al is the indication of definite noun. And absence of al is the indication of indefinite noun. Got it? Al-mudiru, sorry, al-mudarrisu, meaning teacher. Al means T-H-E, the teacher. I shall leave these words for you. You may, what we can say, you may solve the exercise by your own. Okay? Did you understand? Did you understand the topic? I think you have understood it very well. So I shall proceed towards the towards next words, towards the following words. I shall rub this question. I shall keep these words for you, and I shall rub the above board so that you can be answer me in the doubt clarification session. Okay. This is your weekend exam portion as well. Okay. E. Shall I write the F1 here? Are you able to see it? Yes, you may see it easily. Here the F1 is khadimun. Khadimun. Khadimun will become al-khadimu. What is the meaning of khadimun? Servant. Okay, a servant. Now F. EF, then G. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. H. H. G is ar-rajulu. Ar-rajulu, man, the man. You have to convert this one. Al-babu. Al-babu means the door. Okay. H, I, J. Tabibun. At-tabibu, the doctor. Then waladun. Walad, a boy. Okay. These are the words which you have to convert them. If the word is indefinite, convert it into definite now. And if the word is definite, then convert the word into indefinite. Got it? As I have done for you in the A and B example. Okay? Do it. Do it, and I shall ask you in the doubt clarification session. You have to answer me. Okay. Shall we read the words once? Okay. Half an hour is over. So we will start the doubt clarification session. Before going to the doubt clarification session, once you read with me in a slow and measured tone. Here, qalamun, al-qalamu, al-baytu, baytun. ये क्या बोल रहे हैं बोले तो इसमें नकीरा को मारिफा बनाओ, मारिफा को नकीरा बनाओ. ये बिल्कुल आसान एक्सरसाइज है. अगर आपको ये वीकेंड एग्जाम में भी दे रहे हैं, आपको ये लफ्ज़ दिया जाएगा क़लमुन, तो आपको क्या करना है, क़लमुन को जो है ना, अगर भी अलीफ लाम नहीं है बिगिनिंग में तो अलीफ लाम लगाना है, और अगर अलीफ लाम मौजूद है तो हटाना है, निकाल देना है. जैसे क़लमुन है तो अल क़लमु लिखेंगे, मीनिंग क्या होंगे, द पेन होंगे. अल बैतु है तो बैतुन लिखेंगे. तो सिंपल तरीके से समझने ये है कि अगर जो लफ्ज़ दिया गया है उस पर अलीफ लाम मौजूद नहीं है तो लगा दीजिए, और अगर मौजूद है तो हटा दीजिए. नहीं है तो अलीफ लाम लगा के लिखिए, अगर मौजूद है तो अलीफ लाम हटा के लिखिए. ये एक बात आपको अच्छी तरीके से समझना है, और ये बहुत अहम क्वेश्चन है एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से. फाइनल एग्जाम में ये क्वेश्चन 8 मार्क्स के लिए आता है. आपको ये नेक्स्ट कमिंग संडे ये वीकेंड में भी दे रहे हैं. आपको 2 किस्म के क्वेश्चंस आएंगे. एक आएगा कन्वर्ट डेफिनाइट इनटू इंडेफिनाइट एंड इंडेफिनाइट इनटू डेफिनाइट, और दूसरा आएगा राइट द मीनिंग्स. तो मैं मीनिंग्स आपको इसके साथ ही लिखा दिया हूँ. तो आपको जो है अलग सेक्शन में मीनिंग्स देना होगा. आपको अल कलम दे दिया जाएगा तो आपको द पेन लिखना पड़ेगा. अल बैतु दिया जाएगा तो द हाउस लिखना पड़ेगा. In this way, you have to answer the questions. Got it? Once you read this in a slow and measured tone, qalamun, qalamun, al-qalamu, al-qalamu, al-baytu, al-baytu, baytun, baytun, al-muhandisu, al-muhandisu, mudirun, al-mudarrisu, ख़ादिमुन, अर्रजुलु, अलबाबु, अत्तबीबु, वलदुन, वलदुन, अत्तबीबु, अर्रजुलु, अलबाबु, ख़ादिमुन, अलमुदर्रिसु, मुदीरुन, अलमुहंदिसु, अलबैतु, क़लमुन. Okay? We will stop our class here. We will, inshallah, in our next class we will continue with this lesson only and coming exercises. Exercise number 2, 3, which is fill in the blanks and other things are there. We'll do the same, inshallah, in our next class. Assalamu alaikum.